Hey man, I'm Squid, back with another Wi-Fi battle. Now, I am facing my buddy Logan today. We are going to be doing some UU. Now, the way this battle came about is I was on Twitter and I was just like, futzing around, looking and seeing what's up. Now, it turns out that 6-Foot Hacks was looking for a UU battle. So I was like, alright, let me take advantage of this. I'll put my friend code, I'll put my in-game name, I'll see what happens. Unfortunately, I didn't end up getting a battle with him, but instead I ended up getting a battle with Logan. Now, this battle with Logan is something that, is absolutely, it blew my mind. Such a good game. Literally, one of the best games I've had in a while. So, now what's going to happen is, we're going to battle. I'm running hyper offensive. I really don't have many switch-ins, and he's got a lot of bulk on his team. And I need to have something that's going to break down the walls because he has Umbreon, he has Donphan, he's got Trevenant. I know that Haxorus is bulky, and he also resists fire, which is my big hitter in the Darmanitan, because I really don't have anything else that could really hit it for like super effective damage, especially if he's like Scarfed or like Banded. Or I kind of have to rely on the fact that I'll have Alakazam with me. Maybe I can get a priority Will-O-Wisp off on it. So I have ways to deal with it, but they're limited, and since I'm running hyper offensive, I don't have many defensive switches, so things will have to be sacrificed. Donphan, definitely just a bulky guy. I have to be careful because I can't let him get his Stealth Rocks up. That is extremely important that he doesn't get his rocks up, because he's going to end up breaking my Sash on my Aerodactyl, and I don't want that to happen. And he'll be able to spin my rocks away. Trevenant is just, a problem. As long as he doesn't have the Shadow Claw, I should be able to handle him pretty well, but I'm still going to have a little difficulty with him. And the Rotom, who's always a pain in the butt, so I want to get my rocks up, because I really don't want to be dealing with Volt Switching. I do have the Nidoking that will stop the Volt Switch, but I can only take so many overheats if he predicts me right if he's not choiced. Or if he is choiced. But I want to get right to this battle. It was such a good one. After this one, I needed to just like sit outside and think about life for a little bit. That's how intense it was. Now, we are going to end up getting a battle in. He's going to end up leading off with a Rotom. Now, I'm going to end up leading off with my dude, Jabeen, my Aerodactyl. I am Scarfed. I'm not Scarfed, excuse me. I am Sashed. Fearing his Scarf, I'm going to switch out. But the fact that I switch out first lets me know that I am faster, so... and the fact that he would switch out anyway lets me know that he's not Scarfed. Now, he's going to switch into the Donphan. Either A, to take any hit that he wants from my Aerodactyl, and he can also wall my Nidoking. Now, he's going to predict me to switch out fearing the Earthquake, and he's going to end up going for a knockoff. But I'm actually going to stay in because I don't want to give him an opportunity to set up any kind of rocks. So what's going to happen is I'm going to end up going for a Poison Jab. Just stop him in his tracks. He's going to hit me with the Rocky Helmet before he goes down. But Nidoking really just came in clutch right there, because not only did he take the Donphan out, but he also stopped rocks from being set up, and he's going to stop mine from being spun away later. Now, he is going to end up going down here to an Ice Beam from the Porygon, but, that's not in vain, because you'll see later on how important that play was to the entire game. Now, what's going to happen is, most likely his Porygon is going to be Scarfed. He could have been running more of a bulky variant, but I'm just going to bring my Darmanitan in, I'm going to threaten him out, and I'm just going to go for a U-turn, and he's going to end up switching Umbreon in. Now, switching Umbreon in, I realize I do get a crit here, and because I looked at the damage and I was like, wow, that is way more damage that should be done to an Umbreon from an unstabbed U-turn. So I'm actually going to go into my Alakazam here. I could possibly, threaten him out with him thinking I have Focus Blast, but I actually took Focus Blast off and put Dazzling Gleam in there just because I just wanted to try it out. I'm running Sub, Life Orb, 3 attack, so I'm going to end up going for the Dazzling Gleam. It is going to hit the Trev, which he switched in, predicting my Focus Blast, which it would have been immune to, and then he could start with like Leech Seed and all those shenanigans. Now, I don't know at this point if he does have Shadow Claw. Now, if he has Shadow Claw, it's going to completely shut down my Alakazam. I can't OHKO this guy with a Shadow Ball, so there's really no point in me staying in right here. So I'm going to switch out, go into my Scout, and I want to set up Stealth Rocks at this opportunity, because I want residual damage on most of his Pokemon. It's going to help cut down any kind of Rotom switch-ins. So he's going to end up going for the Will-O-Wisp. And also this is going to help me scout if he has that Shadow Claw or not. I'll be able to see his full set. I'm assuming that he's in a Harvest set. I don't know if he's going to be running Citrus Berry. I don't know if he's going to be running Lumberry. And I still want to see the rest of his set. I don't know if he's running Rest. So I'm just going to end up going for Aerial Aces. Pretty much, it gets a little like just stalling, just waiting. Just because I want to be fairly certain to what his moveset is. Because I have to be careful. If I'm going to be running Hyper Offensive, then, you know, I want to know everything that he's going to be dealing with or, you know, dishing out. So at this point, this Aerial Ace is going to bring him down to 50%. So I will see if he gets a Citrus Berry. Turns out he's going to end up going for the Rest, and he's going to show the Lumberry. Now, this is going to be a problem, because this thing's at full health. He can really mess around with my team. I do have good physical attackers. My special attackers, he can hit for super effective damage. So I absolutely need, this is top priority, to see if he has that Shadow Claw. Because if he has Shadow Claw, I am in a giant pickle. So I'm going to end up going for another Aerial Ace, pretty much just waiting to let my Aerodactyl go down. I could have switched out and saved it for Death Fodder later, but it really wasn't worth switching in one of my, you know, main sweepers in on this guy for, you know, to get leech seeded, so I have to switch out and like either force a switch out or I stay in to get residual damage on myself. I'd rather just let Aerodactyl go down. So now what I'm going to do is, I figured the best way to figure out if he has Shadow Claw is I'm going to bait him. So I'm going to switch into Alakazam. I'm going to go for Substitute, and he shows me he has the Horn Leech. I'm like, alright, I'm good with that. I will accept that. Now this puts me in a position where I can go into my Darmanitan, because I can eat up the Horn Leech, and then I'll be able to threaten him straight out with a Flare Blitz. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm not fearing, I also am not affected by the Will-O-Wisp, so I have no fear there. If he wants to Leech Seed, I could always just U-turn out, and he could go for a Rest, which is one thing that I was fearing, I'll be completely honest. Because if I don't kill him with a Flare Blitz, he could just go for Rest, and then he could just build up recoil damage on me. But the fact that he switches shows me that, you know, he's probably more specially defensive. He's not going to be able to take a Flare Blitz very well. Now he's going to end up switching into Rotom. Just take a second and witness the damage that was just done by Flare Blitz. That was way too much damage. 4 resisted hit. 4 resisted hit. Now, he's at like 25%. I don't want to get any more pretty much recoil damage on myself. That's why I switched out here. Turns out that he's going to show me that he's going to be a Trick Set. Now, he's going to switch me Choice Specs, which is not something that Chestnut wants to hold. He's going to take my Assault Vest, so now he's forced to attack. Overheat is definitely his best option, because he's just going to straight take me out. And his Rotom really isn't any use to him anymore, because if he ends up switching out, he's going to have to switch it back in. It's going to die from Stealth Rocks anyway. So now, this is a golden opportunity. I'm going to Mega Evolve here, which is going to, A, let me Shadow Sneak and kill the Rotom off, and B, I'm going to get my Prankster ability for later on, just in case I need to get a priority Will-O-Wisp off, or if I need to get a priority Destiny Bond off, which is going to help me take out one of his Pokemon, or hinder it, or, you know, cripple it in some type of way. So now we're in pretty good position. We have 3 Pokemon left, but then he brings in Umbreon. Now the problem with Umbreon is that Foul Play is a thing, so I don't want Bayonet to go down. Unfortunately, it seems that my least useful Pokemon here is going to be the Alakazam, so Foul Play is going to be super effective on him. It's going to absolutely destroy him. Foul Play is going to do a ridiculous amount to Darmanitan because of that high attack stat, and it's going to be super effective on my Mega Bayonet as well. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a situation here. He's got, like, I think he has 4 Pokemon left at this point. I have to bring in Napalm the Bomb swinging like King Kong to try and, you know, force this guy out. I need to start wrecking guys, but I can't let residual damage or recoil damage rack up too much. Like, I am a little bit above 50%, but it's still, that damage is going to rack up because most of his Pokemon are at full health. Now, he is going to bring in the Trevenant here. I know Trevenant does have a lot of HP, but I know Flare Blitz, well, I'm hoping at this point it can take him down. I know it will take out a big chunk, but with that high attack stat, with the sheer force boost, it is going to be enough to take him down. I'm going to take a buttload of recoil. So now I do need to be careful, because now he's going to end up sending up his Porygon Z here just to build more recoil damage to try and get me to kill myself. So I am going to end up hitting him. It is going to be enough to take him down. After the battle, I did do like all the calculations and whatever, but the only way he could have lived that is if he was running a bulky Specs variant. but after Stealth Rocks, it would have hit him off anyway. Now he is going to end up bringing in his Haxorus. Now I'm going to make a play here. I'm in a position where I need to do some crazy stuff so I can, you know, have a chance to win this battle. I'm going to switch in Tony Pajamas. I need to take any one hit. I am running max HP. He's going to go for an Outrage. Oh, I need to live this. I'm hoping I can. I live it on 5%. 5%. I have Prankster because I Mega Evolved before. So I live by the skin of my teeth. End up going for a Prankster Destiny Bond. He can't switch out because he's locked into Outrage. So I'm going to take down a huge threat. Now this I also did calculation after. If he was running Jolly, he got max damage and did like 96.4% or whatever it was. Like he literally got like the highest roll he could if he was Jolly. If he was Adamant, it had like a 37 something chance to kill me. Now it comes down to a position where we're in a one-on-one. I need Flare Blitz to kill. Umbreon's gonna protect. Like the whole way I'm doing this, I'm doing the whole battle blind, no calculations. I did all my calculations after. So if Flare Blitz doesn't kill, he wins because he kills me from recoil. He's at over 50%. I know Umbreon is the bulkiest of bulky Pokemon, the most annoying. I need this to kill. And by the bare minimum, that kills. And I'm going to end up taking myself out to recoil, which I don't even care about because at this point I was doing like cartwheels and backflips and wiping all the sweat off my face. It was ridiculous. I loved it. So, hyper offensive, so much fun. Logan, thank you for that good battle, man. I absolutely loved that. My heart was pounding through my chest like the whole time. But let me guys, like, just let me know what you think. What do you think of hyper offensive? How did you like this battle? Did it make your heart race as hard as mine probably was? It was, oh, man, so sick. But I love my battles like that. The play is absolutely ridiculous. The calculations I did do after, minimum for the Flare Blitz was going to be like around 62% and maximum was going to be like 77. So if he went for the a double protect, he could have had more of a chance to live. He could have lived on like 1%. So this game really came down to it. Key plays were the Nidoking coming in so clutch against the Donphan, not letting the rocks get set up, and being allowed to take it out so that if my rocks were set up, he couldn't spin them away because rocks really came in there clutch this time. But once again, dude, great battle. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. I'm definitely going to go, you know, take a water break and a shower and go clean myself up because that was just too intense. So stick around for more battles. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.